Councilman O'Brien.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ms. Reinhardt, could you sit there for 1 second? I feel like I'm the last person selected in the NFL draft, Mr. Irrelevant. I am somewhat challenged that I asked all these questions, and every time I ask a question, I'm told, we're going to get back to you. But you run right up as soon as my colleague, the chairman of the Sirius Six, comes up and asks a question on furloughs. You run right up and say, let me help you, Bobby Heenan. I take no personal offense to that.
Oh, that is not true.
I take no personal offense to that.
That is not true. I'm here ready to answer your questions.
Perhaps you can look at the record and help me, as a member of the Sirius Six, get some serious answers to the list of questions that I keep asking.
Okay. So
okay. Now, let me just follow through. I wasn't going to say anything else. I thought I had asked all my questions, but I am very concerned about my colleagues in the Sirius Six, Bobby Heenan, and my former colleague in the legislature, Kenyatta Johnson, and their line of questioning is probing and I think appropriate, and that is the right to furlough. We just went through the worst economic downturn in the nation's history since 1927. I don't think that's in dispute. You have not furloughed one police officer, even though you had that right. I would guess that there is no justification that you would have furloughed any firefighter for the same reason. But that is a bone of contention that you want, for some reason, from the firefighters union, even though the economy is growing and you just stated that the tax anticipations are up and going in a positive direction. I don't know what catastrophic issue could happen over the next several years that's going to put us in those dire straits again. But you also say, so I don't see the issue. I think it's a phantom issue on furloughs, and I'd really like a serious issue on that. Answer on that. The second issue is you keep going back to the substantial difference between health care costs in the firefighters award and that of the police award. Give me the numbers. Give us the numbers. What if you have 4 years? May 28th. The arbitration starts again. 4 years. You'll have these hearings over the summer. What are the real numbers you've had over the last 4 years? Let's stop talking about furloughs. Let's stop talking about what we could have saved and what we're going to save. The numbers are the numbers. You had 4 years. You haven't implemented this. What are the numbers? Let's stop this. Let's stop it. We don't have training in the budget. We don't have an appropriate plan for filling vacancies. We don't have an award because we're worried about furloughs, which have never happened. They're not going to happen. And we're looking at health care costs that we don't have real numbers on. When can we get to the real answer here? You have 3 weeks.
Wait.
My suggestion would be, and this is a statement because I don't really care anymore. I've gone through all the questioning. I don't really care. The bottom line is you have a binding arbitration award that is 3 weeks from 4 years being awarded. We should pay that award, look at the cost of the actual health care cost over that last 4 years, and forget the furlough and move on. Move on.
But wait, I would like to respond.
Let me just say
one
thing.
Respond?
And you can say, yes, but let me just say one more thing. Since you do respond to Bobby Heenan, stations are located, and he asked this question about brownouts. Stations are located geographically to provide adequate fire protection throughout the city. When a brownout occurs, this means that a specific company is closed for the shift. How can the administration justify not providing fire protection for a specific neighborhood or a community? If a resident lives in a brownout company, it would seem the resident would have to have good luck, and that just the luck of the draw would be the deciding factor as to whether they're safe from a fire. You can ask Councilman Heenan, and I'm just frustrated because I've been asking all kinds of questions. We've been talking about furloughs and medical costs and all this crap. Give me the numbers.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman. I hear your frustration. Okay, so let me respond, though. The numbers I have provided to City Council on the $200 million, the breakdown, I can re-provide it. I have provided that. The health, I'm sorry? Actual cost number for health insurance?
Yeah.
For the police, we have actual costs, and we've provided. I mean, the police are on average about $1,200 per member per month.
No. What are the actual costs for the fire?
You're saying the
Contract.
actual cost. But the arbitration award was not implemented, so the costs aren't actual, they're projected. I just want to make sure that we're clear, and I'm happy to go through that with you. And in terms of the questions you were asking before, in terms that you had mentioned that I didn't step to the table, I didn't realize that you wanted me to step to the table.
I wanted somebody to step to the table
Okay.
and answer.
So
It doesn't have to be you. It can be anybody.
Okay,
The
so
guy at the umbrella room on the corner selling the hot dogs can give me an answer.
do you want me to answer some questions seriously, or?
I don't want sarcasm.
Okay, well, I feel sarcasm from you.
I've asked specific requests, six
Okay.
times, 6 months. I've asked for all kinds of information, and the answer is very simply, I'll get back to you. Look in the record. If you want to respond, respond. If you don't, that's fine. I've asked several times. I'm done.
Okay, you're done, then we're done.
Thank you.